How much should you save before you start to invest? Saving versus investing, so many questions I get on this topic, what to do where, when, which first. And the truth is, you can and should be doing both, but there is a baseline amount of savings you should have before you start to invest. What's that number? I always say, before you start investing, you should really consider building up and having your rainy day fund, right, or your emergency fund set and off to the side. Now, what's the amount that should be in the rainy day or emergency fund? It's going to be anywhere between 3 to 6 months of your expenses, right? So what do you spend in a given month? Take that and multiply it by 3. If you're light on your feet, if you have family support, right? And if you are someone who maybe doesn't have as much support, you really support and take care of yourself, or maybe you couldn't quite move, you're not as light on your feet, you probably want to keep around 6 months of those expenses. And you just do that and add a little bit of a buffer, right? And that can be your savings pot. If you have that, you can feel pretty comfortable with starting to invest. So again, this number, right, of what we should save before we start investing, it's gonna look a little bit different for everyone, but the same theory and the same logic, I would say, applies to every single person. One other point, can you be doing both? Absolutely. I would just say that if you're still building your rainy day or emergency fund, you can be investing, just not large amounts. And this is where I'm a big fan of micro investing apps. So that's overall how we should be thinking about how much savings to have before we start investing. In light of everything that's going on right now, I would say there's an extra caveat and there's an extra consideration. So given the state of the world and the fact that we're in a recession and there's a lot of uncertainty and angst, and frankly, just a lot of anxiety around what the world is going to look like 3, 6, even 12 months from now, it likely makes sense to hold more cash, just a little bit more than normal. Not crazy amounts, but just a bit of extra buffer, a bit of an extra cushion, just to make us feel good mentally. Once that's checkmarked, we can really feel comfortable investing money, especially if we have a longer time horizon, right? 3+ years, 4+ years. We can feel comfortable investing that money for our other financial goals.